For all integer values of a and b such that a is greater than 0 and b is less than 0, which of the following must also be an integer? If you'd like to try the problem on your own first, go ahead and pause the video now and go ahead and do so. If not, no worries, let's go over it together. We're told that a and b must be integers, so no fractions or decimals. And when we're told that a is greater than 0, we know that a must be a positive number. And when we're told that b is less than 0, that has to be a negative number. We're being asked which of these following expressions must also be an integer, so that must work 100% of the time, no matter what the values of a and b are. So a great strategy for these types of problems is to go ahead and substitute hypothetical numbers in for a and b. Let's go ahead and let a equal 2 and b equal -3. If we look at answer choice A, that's this 3 to the a plus b power. So if we sub in the values we made up for a and b, we're going to get 3 to the 2 plus -3 power, which simplifies down to being 3 to the -1st power, which is actually a fraction, which is going to be 1/3. This one is not an integer, so we're not going to go with a. For b, we have 3 to the a minus b power, so if we go ahead and substitute in 2 and -3 for a and b, we're going to get 3 to the 2 minus -3 power, which simplifies down to being 3 to the +5 power, which is definitely going to be an integer. It's going to be a positive value. This one definitely gets us an integer. And actually, you can go ahead and say that this would work 100% of the time, because if you take a positive number and you take away a negative number, you're always going to end up adding those two numbers anyway. So if you take a positive number like 3 and raise it to another positive number, you're always going to get an integer. At this point, we already know the answer is going to be b. But just for some good measure, I'm going to go over why the other answer choices don't make sense so you can practice your integer exponents as well. So for c, we have 3 to the ab power. We'll get 3 to the 2 times -3 power, which simplifies down to being 3 to the -6th power. And so remember, when we have negative exponents, that just means it's going to be the reciprocal of 3 to the 6th power. So I know 3 to the 6th power is 729, so this is just going to be 1 over 729. This is not an integer. All right, so that's why c's out. But what about d? Substituting in 2 in for a, we're going to get 3 to the -2nd power, which then you could also just say is going to be 1 over 9. Once again, this is not an integer. So of course d doesn't work. So let's finally look at e, where we have 3 to the a over b power. So when we substitute in, we're going to get 3 to the 2 over -3 power, which we can rewrite as 3 to the -2/3 power, which we can rewrite as the reciprocal of 1 over 3 to the 2/3 power. And just to review our rational exponents, we can rewrite this as 1 over the cube root of this 3 to the 2nd power. You can simplify this down to just being 1 over the cube root of 9. But that's definitely going to be an irrational number. So answer choice E definitely does not give us an integer. If you found this video helpful, please just let me know by sharing it with someone else who might also gain some value from it.